All right, well, it is a beautiful but a little bit cold day here in Alberta. And the goal for today is to get the airboat into the garage. So this airboat has been almost done for years, basically, and I chip away here and there, but it's pretty hard to work on in the winter. And the reason why is because it's hard to get in the garage. Well, I haven't been able to get it in the garage. And so that's the challenge, is to get it in the actual garage. The height of the door, I think, is 93 inches. And obviously the height of the boat on the trailer is way above that. So one of the possible options is that this trailer will tilt. And just having the boat nearly all the way off the trailer with it tilted might give me enough clearance. The other possible option is to cut down the top of the cage at the top there. So the radius of this cage was determined based on the width of the boat, but it is higher than it needs to be, and there might even be 10 inches of extra space there from the top of the prop to the top of the cage. So the two options are try to just tilt it and get it past the door, or the other option is to give it a bit of a haircut at the top, trim the top off, and then re-weld it a bit lower, which would be not terribly hard to do. Well, it fits in the garage, kind of. I did have to cut the top of the cage off, and so that was a bit disappointing. It does feel like a step back. It is a step back, but I think it's a necessary step back for a step forward. So as you can see, that's actually the part I cut off there. But by doing that, then I'm able to bring the airboat into the garage. And by being able to bring it into the garage, which means now I can finish it in the warmth. And it is cold outside today, so working on this outside today would not be an option. Not at all. But now that it's in the garage, I will be able to work on it. The first step is to fix the cage, and the way I'm going to do that is rebuild most of it, and then the most top portion I will make removable. So I'll put it'll all be stainless tubing, and then I'll put some stainless flat bar on there with nuts and bolts that'll hold the top together. So then it will basically be able to, just remove the top in order to get it into the garage, and otherwise it'll all just be bolted up. So anyway, that'll be the first step, is to fix all that. And then I have quite a few small things to do to finish the boat. But anyway, now that it's inside, I can get at it. Well, cutting the top off the cage felt like a step back, and I guess it was a step back, but in some ways it's a step forward because I was able to make some improvements. So the obvious big advantage is now it's removable. So I have stainless bolts all throughout. I'll put some Nylox on there after I paint it. But basically this whole top section now is removable. This means it easily fits inside the garage, which the advantage is, of course, is I can work on it in the garage now. So that's a big thing. I did also make some improvements, I think, overall. I added in some extra bracing to the cage. This whole area here, this is all, I changed the support around. I think it's more rigid now. And so overall, I think the cage is more rigid. Having it as a convertible top will be useful. And anyway, that part is all done. I'll give it a paint now and move on to other things. I'm going to add some lights to the back of the boat up on the cage, basically just to kind of look to the side and to the back. I have some bigger LEDs I'm going to put on the front of the boat, but these are just basically utility LED lights. And then it does require navigation lights, so this is the white masthead light or navigation light. So that'll be at the stern, at the top of the cage, and then I'm going to mount a bunch of these LEDs kind of just on the sides. They come with little brackets, and basically I think I'm just going to weld those to the cage. I'll have to make a bracket for that one, but that should be not too bad.